Hey everyone, happy Monday. And I know it's April Fool's, but it's afternoon. I always learned that April Fool's only lasted up until noon. So I waited until afternoon today to do my live video because I don't want you to think this is an April Fool's joke. And if you do, then you're gonna be missing out on some serious info that is going to help you build your online presence. So, my name is Tiffany, if you haven't seen any of my videos. And here at the Better Leads Box, we help people generate business and new leads on Facebook and other digital marketing platforms so that you can grow your business and take back control of your life. No more cold calling, no more door knocking, no more any of that stuff that I have personally never enjoyed doing. So, we have people come to us all the time who are frustrated because they're putting out a lot of amazing content on social media and it's not getting seen. Nobody's liking it, nobody's commenting, nobody's buying. And there are so many programs out there that tell you that will help you buy followers, find followers, whatever it is. The thing is if they're not buying from you and if they're not even seeing your stuff, then you don't even have the opportunity to sell them. So they need to be able to see your stuff, especially if you're putting out great content. Gary Vee and a bunch of other people, they talk about add value, add value, add value. And if you're doing that, but nobody's seeing your stuff, then it really doesn't matter and you're just kind of wasting your time. So I'm gonna share with you a quick hack that I discovered today that put me at the top of a Facebook group in terms of being seen, my live videos being seen, and I built my six-figure coaching business mostly off of this hack. So I wanted to share that with you today. Before I get started, make sure you head over to betterleadsclass.com. Betterleadsclass.com, we got a lot of info over there for you on what we do and how you can get involved. So, without further ado, Facebook, every time you put up a post, Facebook starts a timer. Think of it as like it turns an hourglass over and you have about 64 seconds to get some form of engagement on your post before your post disappears into the oblivion. And every time that somebody comments, likes, or engages with your post in some way, and we'll talk about what engagement looks like in a second, then that egg timer restarts, that 64-second clock restarts. Now, what is engagement? How do you reset that clock? Well, somebody likes, loves, cries, angry, they react in some way to your post. Somebody comments, somebody watches the video, somebody shares what you're doing, somebody hits the see more. So you know if you write a fairly long post and then it shows up as see more, if somebody clicks on that, that counts as engagement. If somebody comments or replies to somebody else's comment, if somebody likes somebody else's comment, those are all considered engagement. And at the beginning of 2018, end of 2017, Facebook got really clear that it wants to be a social networking site. And so it will show the posts that are getting the most amount of engagement and interaction between people, because that's what keeps people on Facebook. And how does Facebook get paid? By people being on the platform for longer, and so then they can show you more ads. Basically, that's the way it works. So you want to be putting out content that people are going to be engaging with, that's keeping them on the platform longer, that's getting people talking back and forth, so that Facebook will show your post to more people. The way it works is, if I put out a post, and let's say I haven't posted for a month, I'm completely fresh, I've been reset in terms of algorithm, Facebook will only show my post to about 10% of the people that I'm friends with. So let's say that I am friends with 5,000 people, then my post will show to about 50 people. And then as more engagement happens, then more and more people will see the post. Now, this also works in a second way in that if somebody likes or comments on my post, then my post is also more likely to show up in their feed as to their friends as somebody has liked this, somebody has, Bob Smith has commented on this post, and then it'll show. So we're kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal when we get people to engage. Now, how do we keep our post in the feed longer? Well, it is human nature to seek out instant validation. And so what I see happening all the time is that people will put up a post, somebody will comment, they'll get a notification that somebody's commented, and they'll go right to that post straight away, and they will like, comment back, whatever. The thing is if that person has just reset the 64-second clock and then you go in and comment right away, you're resetting it again, which sounds good, but you're wasting an opportunity to use that reset later on. So, betterleadsclass.com is where you're going to find a whole bunch more of these hacks and a whole bunch more understanding into the Facebook algorithm, because I'm just talking about one way that the algorithm works at the moment. So what I would do when I figured this out is I would put up a post during peak time, and if you want to know what the peak times are, betterleadsclass.com will share it with you there. And I would post during a peak time, and I would let people comment, like, whatever. And I would just leave that go. I would see the notifications coming in, I might read them, but I wouldn't actually like the comments or comment back on the comments right away. I would wait until the engagement, really, the commenting, liking, etc. on my post died down. And then just before the next peak time, which if you want to know what those are, betterleadsclass.com, I would wait until just before the next peak time, and I would go in and I would like or love some of the comments. And then I would wait until that would get me a whole new spike of engagement. And then I would wait until just before the next peak time to go back in and comment back to some of the people. And I have a very specific way of commenting back, which if you want to find that out, betterleadsclass.com. And so I would comment back to people in a way that encourages more engagement. Again, I would wait for that to die off, and then I would just keep doing that, and I would milk the post for as long as possible. Now, I'm doing this every single day with multiple posts, and I have people who comment. I have clients, my family, friends, who tell me all the time, how often do you just spend all day on Facebook? The truth is, I really only spend about 30 minutes, maybe an hour on Facebook doing business every day. And they're like, you're always on Facebook. If you look though at the timestamps on the post, you'll see that the posts that are showing up at the top of your feed from me are anywhere between from today to a week ago, because I know how to milk the post. So I'm constantly on top of people's minds, adding value. Of course, I'm not doing anything to annoy them, because if I'm just putting up stupid stuff, then that's just going to annoy them and get me unfriended. So I'm constantly adding value, constantly giving them things to think about, not often selling my stuff. Very, very rarely do I say, hey, buy my stuff. It's mostly about, hey, this is going on. Here's a tip to think about mindset. Here's a tip to think about something else differently. So I'm constantly in people's face, and then when they're ready to work with me, I'm the person that they think of. If they hear somebody else saying that they need a coach, I'm the person that they think of. So if you want more hacks like these, if you want to know the peak times to post, if you want any of this kind of information, you need to go to betterleadsclass.com, because your competitors are going to betterleadsclass.com. And if they know this stuff and you don't, they definitely have an advantage over you. So betterleadsclass.com, and I'll be back tomorrow with another hack just for you. Having a great day. Bye.